Now this is what we have in PEP8. We have the three different areas in the screen. The first white area is where we write the assembly code. The second one is when the object code will be converted, and the CPU is where the accumulator and all registers are shown. Make sure that you always have click on this one, this button here, to see what is in your dump memory, or to check what is in your memory dump. Anyways, so when you start typing any code in assembly, you need to make sure that you have the skeleton. The code skeleton always starts with BR main. It's for branch main. Well, BR depends on if you are doing any branching or not, but most likely you will be doing branching. So BR main, it's case sensitive, so whenever you use it at the beginning, you keep doing it, using the same spelling, the same in the same order. First thing, you need to define some variables before you start encoding. First variable is the message. This is the correct way to define the message. The name of the message, semicolon, and then the type of the message, which is ASCII in this case. Type in your message. A different way of defining, the similar way of defining second message. Notice that the first message is just one word. The second message will be multiple words. And the reason for that is just to show you how both messages will be stored in your memory dump. Any variable you defined or initiate will always be saved somewhere randomly in the memory. That's what I told you last time in the last tutorial video. And again, I go ahead and define third message. Trying to experiment what will happen if I include the /0xx or not include it, how that make a difference in your code. And then we go ahead and start our main. Of course, at the beginning we need to display our first message, and this is the correct instruction of displaying a string, character string. And now I'm going to go ahead and experiment the different instructions of displaying characters. So I will experiment with using just character out, and then I'll show you the difference. When you have a string, what is the difference between using character out or string out? And I want you to notice that the indent of my code, it will not affect the code execution, but it will make your code more tidy and neater, following the code convention rules. Notice that the addressing mode is very important. It's very important to distinguish between if it was immediate I or direct D. And now, after you have executed your code, look at your memory dump. You will notice that the first memory location is reserved for the first word. That is 8 bits. And the second well, after 8 bits, there is the second or the first half of your second string, and then again another 8 bits for the third half of the second string. And I'll let you watch the rest of the tutorial. The main idea behind this tutorial is just to show you how to print out messages to the user